Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be going through the solution to exercise 2.4 from the C programming language textbook by Brian Kernighan and Dennis Ritchie. Now exercise 2.4 says to write an alternative version of squeeze that deletes each character in S1 that matches any character in the string S2. So I have a main function here just to test this squeeze function, and here is where we will be implementing the squeeze function. So the first thing we need to do is create an integer to keep track of the characters in S1 and S2. So int I is going to be the index into S1 and j will be the index into S2. Now I'm also going to create a third integer called k, and this k will start at 0 and it will be the index into string 1, and we will use it to actually delete and replace characters. So it is also an index into the string 1, but it's different from the index I in that it is used to modify the first string to delete and add characters. Now we need to make sure, or we need to find a way to check that we have found a matching character or not. So we only need this in this function, so I'm going to declare a enum. So I'm going to call my enum boolean, and it's going to have no and yes. And then I'm going to declare a type of enum boolean called match. So enum boolean match equals no, and match is going to keep track whether we have found a match or not. Actually, I won't initialize it to no here, I'll just declare it. So match will keep track of whether we have found two matching characters in the string S1 and the string S2. If it's yes, then there is a match. If it's no, then there isn't a match. Okay, so now we need to go through every character in the string S1. So we'll use a for loop. We'll initialize I to be 0, and we'll keep looping through the first string until we hit the null terminating character. Then we should initialize our match enum to be no, because right now we have not found any matches. Then we should go through every character in the string S2, but we are going to nest it in the first while loop, and likewise we will keep looping through until we hit the null terminating character. Now notice that this for loop is going to be inside this outer for loop. So for each character in S1, we are going to go through every single character in S2. And then here I'm going to say if the character in the first string equals a character in the second string, then match should be set to yes, because we have found a match. So just to reiterate, if for example S1 was a string hello and S2 was the string hi, then we would start at H for hello, and then we would go through H and I and compare every character in the second string hi to a character in the first string. Then after this we can check if we found a match. Now this is actually enough, but just to make it clear, we're going to do this. So if we found, or actually if we didn't find a match, then we can just update the first string. So this is where we're going to be using the integer k. So we can do the first string of k should equal whatever character we were currently at in the first string. And then we can increment k. But we can actually do this in one step here. This increment operator, because these double pluses are after the k, it only increments after it's done whatever it has done with k. And then after all this, we should set the last character of SI to be the null terminating character. And here in the main function, we test this using these two strings, and we should expect our output to be LO, not hello, LO. So it should be ELLO because there's a matching H. So let's compile this. Hopefully we get no errors. Okay. And let's run. And there we go. So that is the correct and expected output. Now that will be all for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.